Morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. My name is Video.Guru, an organic skincare formulator. Today, I would like us to discuss on the topic actives, or you can say active ingredients. What is an active ingredient? Because I realize that we are supposed to know the things we put in our skin, or we apply it on our skin, or the things we wear on our body in terms of cosmetics. Therefore, we are to discuss an active today. An active ingredient is considered to be an integral part of a product formulation. Without an active ingredient, it will be difficult for you to understand how your products are working, or if they are working in the first place. Now, active ingredients are those found in your beauty products that plays an intended purpose. We have different types of active ingredients. For example, we have active ingredient that helps the sun damage. We have active ingredients that helps to fight your fine lines. We have active ingredient that hydrates the skin. We have active ingredient that soothe the skin. We have so many active ingredients in our skincare products. We have those that fight acne and knuckles. Note, Fida is defined active ingredient to be considered as tropical drugs. Active ingredients are languages used to describe ingredients that alter the appearance of the skin. Sorry for the break. So now we are talking about actives, and I'm trying to describe the active because we have them in drugs, which Fida defines this as to be considered as a tropical drug. Active ingredients are language used to describe ingredients that alter the appearance of the skin. But in this case, these are not regulated by Fida because they are not considered drugs but known as cosmetics ingredients. So, while we use this active, you are meant to state it in your label. When you have your finished products, for example, this is our finished products. And we are meant to see our active ingredients. Reading boldly here. Look at it. They are here. You have to declare it on your label so that whoever that is using it will be able to dictate what or know what he is using. Assuming you want to get rid of wrinkles, and in your product that you want to use, you will check out if actually the ingredient that can fight off wrinkles are used to formulate it in the first place. Those ingredients used to formulate that product that can help get rid of that acne or wrinkles are known as active ingredients. they are the stuffs, they are the things that helps to get rid of the skin condition or skin problem at the moment. So without you knowing the active ingredients in your products, you will not know if that product is doing the job you claim that it's supposed to do. That is what brought us to today's topic, because most people use product, they don't know why they use it. Someone can come and claim that this product can get rid of acne, can get rid of pimples, or can hydrate dry skin, but at the end of the day, you might be using that product without you seeing the effect, the efficacy of the product, because you are not using the right product that is meant for it. So by the time you declare the active you are using to produce or formulate that product, the buyer or the customers or your clients will be able to dictate that this particular product is effective because I have used it and it works for that particular functions that it is meant for. So another better way to describe actives, to explain it better, is an active ingredient may be, an active ingredient maybe someone have a skin issue. It could be dark spots, and he or she wants to remove it from the skin. So if the person had to look out for formulation that contains the active that can remove the dark spot within days or weeks, so the stuff that remove the dark spots is known as the active. If I have a skin condition now and I need it, for example, I have a burns. I have burns, over 94-degree burns on my skin, on my body, and as God may have it, I have been using actives that are working effectively for it. You can see the way it is. Before now, it shrinks. It has a lot of hyperpigmentation, hypertrophic layers, But by the time I start using a high performance ingredient that is meant for it, and consistency have also helped me today to fight or to get rid of it. It wasn't like this in the first place. You can see my natural skin there. You can see my skin. Before now it was that bad, but gradually, because I'm consistent in using the product, it is removing it gently. So that's stuff I'm using to get rid of this or to make this work very well, effectively, is known as an active ingredient. Now, how do you know when the active ingredient is working? How do you know when the active ingredient is working? So when it comes to assessing whether an active ingredient has an efficacy or effect to the skin, the following contents are used by scientists to consider it. Are used to consider it. Number 1, can the active ingredient penetrate the stratum corneum? So welcome back. We are talking about how do we know the active, how do we know when the active ingredient is working? How do we know when the active ingredient is working? how can we assess whether the ingredients are effective to the skin? How can we assess whether the ingredients, the active we are using, is effective to the skin? Now, the first thing we consider is whether the ingredients penetrates the outermost layer of the skin. If you have a target, maybe your skin is always dry and you need to hydrate the skin, and there is a product you are using and the actives there are meant to hydrate the skin, how do you consider that? How do you say this product I'm using is working? The first thing is to notice or to take note or to check out if the active ingredients can penetrate the outermost layer of the skin. The outermost layer of the skin, and to deliver sufficient concentration to its intended target. If it can penetrate the outermost layer of the skin and deliver a sufficient concentration to that particular thing you are using it for. For example, we have cited hydration. Your skin is dehydrated and you need to hydrate it, and you are using the product that can help to hydrate it. Now we are talking about if that product, if the active you are using, the first thing is the penetration of the outermost layer of the skin. If it penetrates to the outermost layer of the skin and the quantity and gives the sufficient concentration over that target, over the intended target that you are using it for, and at the active cost in its consistent with its mechanism of action. What do I mean? When you are using a product and you want to check out if the product is working, the first thing is to know if that active ingredient can penetrate the outermost layer of the skin and deliver sufficient concentration to its intended target in the skin over active course consistent with its mechanism of action. Number 2, does the active ingredient have a known specific biochemical mechanism of action in targeting cells or tissue in the human skin? So this is where research had to come in. Before you could say, I use so active to formulate this product, you will first of all do a research. Like I said previously, for you to stand and say this product is effective, this product has a good efficacy for what it's prepared for, you have to carry out a good research on that particular product or ingredient that you want to use. It is very important, because for you to determine a specific biochemical mechanism of action of a particular active that you are using, you have to carry out a research. If today we use a glutathione to formulate this product, and we have said the functions of glutathione is to make so and so, for us to use it, we have did a lot of research that will show that that product, glutathione, has a good efficacy on this age-defying skin lotion. so that at the end of the day, what you formulate, the actives you use in your formulation will give a better ending result. Whenever your clients or your customers use your product for what is being claimed to do, they will want to refer someone, or they want to continue with you, and it will also drive you a lot of customers. Because I have seen a situation where people get products for a particular thing, and instead of it to do what is being asked to do, it will give them a negative result. Why? I believe in my own knowledge that there was no enough research on that, on that. So please, my fellow formulators, for us to use an active in our formulations, and we know is effective, and we say it is effective, we will first of all do a research, know the efficacy of that active to the target's problem of each of the customer that you might have. You know the concentration that you are supposed to use. Most times you say 0.1% of this will help to get rid of so and so stuff. But most people will not. Those who don't believe in research, you want to do what someone have done before, you want to copy somebody's work, because you see it how they've labeled it, you use, is either you use over or you use under. At the end of the day, you have your intention is for this to do this job. It will leave what it's supposed to do and do a different thing. So that is what had brought us to today's topic. I've done a lot of research. I also have customer base. I question them most times when some people come to ask for a question, if what they can use to clean up the skin. For example, they will tell you, I have used this, I have used that, I don't want to mention any products, I have used this, I have used that, I've used that, and none of them are working. I do not have this problem in my skin before, but based on a particular product I was using, I had this skin problem, and now I want something that can help to get them rid of. So by the time I've seen so many problems or topics like that, I decide to treat these actives. It is very important. Know the products you are using, know what they have used to formulate it. It is very important. It is very important. Some people will tell you that they are using natural and organic ingredients to formulate a product, but by the time you start using it, I'm very sorry, I'm not saying to offend anybody, by the time you start using it, knowing fully well that natural products does not give a quick one. It comes gradually, the way the skin works, the way it works. Before you know it, it gives you what you want. But because most customers, they need it sharp, and somebody will prepare something and said that is an organic, it is the natural stuff. At the end of the day, it's giving you the negative results of what that particular product intends to give you at the end of the day. So please, I have chosen today to talk about the active ingredients. The active ingredients. We are supposed to know it, because without active ingredients you will not know whether your product is working. Without active ingredients you will not know whether your product is working. It will be difficult for you to understand how your products are working. It will be very difficult to understand how they are working. So today I've discussed active ingredients, so that any product you want to use and you check out the actives they use in the formulation, so that you know if it tallies with what you want to treat or what you want to use it for. I don't want to use the language treat, because we are not dermatologists. We are skin care formulators. We can tell you how active works in a product. We can tell you how effective and active could be. We can tell you how long it will give you the results you are looking for. So please, we have discussed about this active today for you to really understand why we use them in our formulations. Thank you.